So I'm sitting here with Michael or Michael Stump, which is the Vice President, Partner Development and Enablement of Scaled Agile. I'm really excited about this interview. I know Michael now.
Long time.
Yeah, long time. And Michele is I would say the only European at the Scale Agile based in Boulder.
Based in Boulder, yes. So, but now we are growing our team, which is really exciting. So we have Britta Wollenberg supporting the partners here in Europe, and we just hired somebody new who has his first day or had his unofficial first day here at the SAFE Summit, Daniel Boudier, who will also support the market because there's a lot of growth what we see. So we're excited to be here at the summit.
Yeah. And talking about the summit, now we are on day 3, considering also the partner day.
Yeah.
So what has been your expectation for this first European or regional SAFE Summit?
Yeah, we had 3 summits in the US already, and you've been to some of them. We had a great time and always great discussions, networking and sharing the results. So it was an experiment for us to figure out how will that be in Europe. Europe is our second market at the moment, and we tried to understand what is the interest and how many people will sign up and what kind of discussions we have. We have limited the size a little bit, but it really met our expectations. The number of people that are here, the experience level, and that's what I hear from the exhibitors and people, that there's really great discussions about challenges that people are facing, and they get good advice, and they can exchange information and really build the networks and build community, which I think it's very important in the world today, in the connected world.
So I interpret that your expectations have been overmet.
Yeah, I would say that. So it's not finished yet, and we always look at the feedback, right? We want to continuously improve. So we are looking at feedback, but what I've seen, the mingling between people, the discussions going on, people really being in there, want to learn more, exchanging information. And we just heard the amazing case study from Cécile Auret from Pôle Emploi, applying SAFE in a government organization, which is not that easy. And when she talked about, you need to train the unions as well to take away fear. And I know that's a big topic in Germany as well. So it's amazing to see the results and the progress which is made, and still a lot of challenges, but great progress so far.
With no challenges, no fun.
True.
So, and then how important is the European market for you and for Scaled Agile?
So as you know, Europe is Europe, Middle East and Africa, we group that together, is our second largest market in regards to adoption. So it was a little bit behind the US, but it's really catching up at the moment and very important for us. That's why we have 2 local people, and that's the only market outside of the US where we have more than 1 person. So it is a really important market, also with the large and strong organizations here, and organizations that need some change as well. So the banking industry will change, the automotive industry will change. So we see a lot of demand, and it's really skyrocketing at the moment. We have leading indicators which tell us in which direction it's going, visitors on the website. Now the case studies are picking up. So we really see that SAFE can help a lot of organizations to create tangible business results. And that's at the end, we want to help to drive this change, to help to create business results and also change people's life at the end.
And Europe is not just Germany or France, so Germany is going good. I had a look at the numbers, and it's really booming. What's about the South European markets? And I'm pretty interested in Spain and Italy.
I've heard that you have some interest in food there and wine.
Exactly.
We also see a bigger uptake at the moment. So, of course, it's more Central Europe. We had a lot of traction in Germany, the Netherlands. France is very strong. That's where we had the case study from. UK, of course. But we get more and more requests out of Spain. Italy is following that a little bit. But we see, again, the indicators when we see what people are going to the framework. We see some good signs. People asking for support, asking where can we find partners that can help us. And then next step is to create the business results and create case studies from those countries as well. And I believe that will help as well to build this level of trust.
Mm-hmm. So, and talking about partners, so which role do you see for partners like us, like KEGON, in the near future? Or
so, you know that we are a big part of a partner enablement organization. So when we need to scale, we can scale by hiring a lot of people, which at that scale really doesn't make sense. So we are really dependent on the partner, and we see that as a partnership to grow the market. You have the local knowledge in Germany, you have the contacts. We can provide information, enable you, help you, provide the right tools that you can be successful. And on the other hand, we can learn from you, and that's very important from you. You have different cultures here, you have different needs, different approaches, and that can go back into the framework and will help us to improve the framework, to build better courseware, and create additional material which help you and your customers. So partners are extremely important for us to drive the business and make it successful, make successful transformation with the enterprises.
So, and probably a question you have received many times in Europe. Why all your materials just in English? And we were talking about this also yesterday, because it's a question many of our clients are asking all the time.
I know.
And
it is a big question, and I got it here at the summit several times. And when you look at one of the goals of SAFe is alignment. And speaking a common language, having a common terminology is so important for alignment. Just imagine if you are working together. We are in a connected world, so almost every company is working with some other companies together, suppliers, customers, so there is some interaction going on. And imagine if somebody is using the RTE word, release train engineer, and then maybe you have a German word for the same. So they want to speak, and that's just an example, and they will not understand each other. And I've seen some examples here at the conference where people were communicating about WSJF, and there's a more German word for it, and what do you mean? And I think that creates misunderstanding, and of course they are really small, but communication is so difficult, and these misunderstandings lead to more challenges. And I think providing this common language on the framework is very important, and that's what we hear from our customers as well. Short notice, yes, it would be a big advantage if we can train people in local language. However, on a mid or long term, it's a bigger challenge, because then you maybe start to lose the alignment. And that's one of the questions. So what we are focusing on is, and that's what we are looking forward to our partners and the enterprises, what are additional tools that can help, or things that can help, even if the framework is in English. Course material, I think there will be less text on slides anyway. Delivery can be in local language. The exam is in English to have this common level. So what additional tools can help, like glossary or online videos that explain some concepts? So what's the difference between a product owner, project manager, product manager? So we are looking for that input and feedback to really support the understanding while still having this kind of common terminology, common language.
Yeah, thank you for the answer. I will appreciate and use it in my next assignment. So then, looking back on the past 5 years, how would you sum them up?
It was an amazing journey. When you see, I started at Scaled Agile and worked with SAFe before, but started at Scaled Agile at 2014. Where, especially in Europe, there was not a lot of adoption. KEGON was one of the first partners, which was really amazing to go that journey together. So we had 5 partners in 2013. We now have a much bigger group, and also the demand is there. So it's just amazing to see how the growth is going on, people that are trained, but then really case studies and results. And I was just sitting today in the keynote session beside someone. We did a leading SAFe training and a value stream identification workshops just afterwards with the whole leadership team. And he came back and said, yeah, now we have launched these trains. Yes, we have challenges on the portfolio. What's the next level? And it's really amazing to hear all those stories and those results over the time. So it's just really exciting to be able to give this kind of spark and continue support the market and then see what the outcome will be.
Yeah. And looking into the future, what are you expecting from the near future for you and for Scaled Agile?
Yeah. Going on, so what we see is more demand for knowledge, different type of knowledge, maybe in addition to the classroom trainings, which we believe are really important. You can learn together. This is not just about skills. This is about change, what we are doing. And change cannot happen when you're remote. You need to get the people together and do that. But maybe extend that or add that with some online training, different form of knowledge to exchange that. Different types of training. We see the DevOps movement, which is very important, and it's not Agile or DevOps. It is the combination of both to really create those business results. We see big demand in government, which want to apply that as well. That's why we are working on the Safer for Government course. So implementing all these new courses which we have, Safe for Government, Safe DevOps, Advanced Software Engineering, System and Solutions Architect, more roles and topic-specific training, which really help us to go to the next step and help organization to do this difficult journeys. So it's not just a transformation, it is an ongoing journey for an organization. And that's where we want to help. And of course, learn what does the market need? Because when we go out there, Gemba, with the partners, we learn much more how we can improve.
And so now the last question, which is I would say a tradition. So what work-related matters is keep you awake at night, Michele?
Work-related matters keeping me awake. So I think at the moment is the demand is growing very fast. And one of the biggest challenges is to find experienced Agile coaches, SPCs, who have the skills, who have the experience to support the market demand. So people going out, they just had a training and then going out to do consulting, and training is a challenge because maybe some experiences are missing. And we really need more educated, experienced people to help the organizations out there to make those steps, because it is very important and very difficult to make this change, this transformation, as you know. So how can we build and develop and help the market to have more of this really experienced and educated coaches and consultants?
So, Michele, thank you very much. I enjoyed very much. I hope the same for you.
I did.
And
Michele,
see you
thank you very much.
soon.
Thank you.